Are there startups out there that are changing the way that tax professionals work, or is there technology that's influencing your future?
Yeah, I think we're seeing a couple of things develop. First of all, you're seeing technology itself starting to change the way in which compliance is done. And so startup companies, technology companies are innovating really the way between how governments are getting tax data and how taxpayers are communicating tax data. So we're clearly seeing the advent of digital filing, digital email, e-transmission. But the other thing that I think is also starting to happen is robotics and process automation. A lot of what we do in the tax world is relatively standard processes. And the interesting thing is, as companies who invest in robotics process automation, they're looking to take the robotic piece of a tax function and actually make it simpler. Now that's a great thing from a quality of job. If I'm an individual, I get rid of the boring stuff. I get rid of the stuff that I do 1,000 times a day. But from a displacement perspective, it requires companies and tax functions to think differently about, so how do I deploy the human resource that works there? And you're seeing startup companies trying to help on both fronts, digital technology and robotics process automation, and we're working with a lot of them to figure out how they can become part of our ecosystem as we then in turn advise our clients.
So there is disruption happening within the tax profession on a digital and tech basis. What is the tax world doing to respond to that? Are they having to adapt and remarket themselves in a different way?
Yeah, there's no doubt that what we're starting to see happen is we have to re-engineer the way in which we interact with clients, and so that is requiring us to be much more savvy about the value we add. But we're also finding, and tax functions are finding, they need technologists as part of their tax function. Years ago, you hired the best tax technical people. They knew the rules, they knew how to apply the rules. Now you need that, but you also need people who know how to extract data from systems, how to use data analytics to understand the data, and then apply the tax rules to the information. And so that combination is requiring a wholesale shift in the talent of what's in a tax function and the competencies of the people that you're hiring. So a lot of big change happening both for our clients and their tax functions, but also for our profession.